Hey everyone, welcome back to the Daily English Talk podcast. I'm Alex.
And I'm Jamie. We're so happy you're here with us today.
Today we're looking at something really fundamental to English conversation, but maybe something people don't always think about consciously.
Yeah, the simple power of a well-placed compliment.
Exactly. How giving them, and actually receiving them too, can sort of smooth things over and honestly boost your confidence when you're speaking English.
It really can. You know those moments, maybe you're trying to connect, start a chat, a genuine compliment. It's like a little spark, isn't it? Warms things up.
Totally. But for lots of learners, it can feel a bit uncertain. How to do it right, what to say.
It's more than just the words. It's sort of understanding the cultural side of it in English-speaking places.
Right. Because in some cultures, being that direct with praise might feel a bit, I don't know, strange, or maybe too personal.
Yeah, exactly. But here, it's often just seen as, friendly, a nice way to acknowledge someone, build a bit of rapport.
Think about work, for example. A colleague nails a presentation.
Right.
Saying something like, wow, that was excellent work on the presentation. It's not just being polite. It shows respect, encourages them.
It's like a small investment in making the team atmosphere better, isn't it?
And it's the same in everyday stuff. Yeah. Oh, I really like your jacket. Or maybe, hey, your English is really improving.
Yeah. Those things can genuinely make someone's day and open the door to more conversation. They're not just like empty phrases.
They're social signals, really.
Yeah.
Ways to connect.
And for learners, this is, it's gold. You don't need super advanced vocabulary for a sincere compliment.
Good point.
It's a brilliant way to connect, even if you're still building your skills.
And it's fantastic practice for intonation too, isn't it?
Oh, totally.
Can't really give a good compliment in a flat monotone. It needs that warmth, sincerity in the voice.
Yeah.
Forces you to use the emotional side of English.
And what's really interesting, I think, is getting better at giving compliments often makes you better at receiving them, too.
Ah, that makes sense. It's like a cycle.
Yeah, a positive feedback loop for social interaction. So maybe we should unpack how to do this well.
Let's do it. Starting with the art of giving one that actually, lands properly.
Okay, let's get practical then. What are some common sort of go-to compliments people can use?
Well, we could maybe break it down into a few categories. Makes it easier to think about. How about appearance first? Like everyday stuff.
Okay, appearance. So things like, you look great today, simple, or I love your haircut.
That color looks amazing on you.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Pretty safe for most situations.
The key thing there, though, especially if you don't know the person that well, is probably keeping it fairly general and always respectful, obviously. You want it to be positive, but not like overly familiar straight away.
Good point. Okay, so next category. Maybe skills or work-related compliments.
Yes, these are super useful. Work, school, even just, if you're doing a hobby together.
So, great job on that presentation, like we said. Or maybe you explained that really clearly.
Even just a quick, nice work can mean a lot.
And here's a little tip for those ones. Try to be specific if you can. Instead of just, good job, maybe something like, wow, you handled that difficult question in the Q&A really well. Shows you were actually listening.
Ah, yeah, that's much more impactful. Makes it clear you notice their specific skill.
Okay, then there are compliments about someone's personality.
Right. These can build a deeper connection, definitely. But you've got to be sincere.
Absolutely. Things like, you're always so positive. Or, I really admire how kind you are.
You're such a good listener. That can be really powerful, too.
But yeah, like you said, authenticity is everything with these. People can usually spot a fake compliment a mile off.
Definitely. Only say it if you actually mean it.
Okay, so we have these types of compliments, but there's something else that's like super important.
Which is?
The delivery.
Yeah.
The tone of voice. It can completely change everything.
Oh, 100%. Listen to this. If I say in a flat monotone voice, you did a good job.
Yeah. Doesn't exactly make you feel warm and fuzzy, does it?
Right.
But now, same words with enthusiasm. Wow, you did a great job today. See, massive difference. The energy behind it.
And it's not just the voice, is it? Body language, too.
Totally. Smiling, a bit of eye contact if you're in person. Those little nonverbal things really back up the words, make it feel genuine. So, just to quickly recap that bit, we've got appearance, skills, personality compliments, keep them genuine, and let your tone and body language show you mean it.
Exactly. Okay, now, the other side of it. How do you respond when someone compliments you?
Yes. This can be tricky too. maybe even trickier for some people.
I think so. That feeling of awkwardness or maybe not knowing what to say, it's really common for learners.
I definitely remember feeling that when I was learning other languages. Someone praises your accent and you immediately want to say, oh no, it's terrible, I make so many mistakes.
Yes, the deflection instinct. Or sometimes people just flat out deny it. Your presentation was brilliant. Oh no, it was awful.
And maybe that's okay in some cultures, but in English-speaking ones, denying it like that can feel a bit awkward. Almost like you're rejecting their kindness.
Yeah, it can come across as a little dismissive. So what's a better way? What are some natural, polite responses?
Well, the simplest and often the best is just a sincere thank you.
Can't go wrong with that. Nope. Or you could add a little more like, thank you, that means a lot. Or, thanks, I really appreciate that. Just acknowledging it gracefully. If you want to add a tiny bit more context, maybe something like, thanks, I've been working really hard on it. Shares a bit of effort. Or even, thanks, I actually wasn't sure about it, so I'm glad you liked it. Shows you value their opinion.
The main thing is, none of those deny the compliment.
Right.
They accept the positive remark kindly.
Okay, shall we try a quick role play? I'll compliment you. You try responding.
Okay, hit me.
Okay. I really appreciate how clearly you explain complex ideas on the podcast. It's so helpful for listeners.
Oh, wow, thank you. That means a lot to hear, honestly.
Good. Or another way.
Thanks, I really appreciate that. I do spend time trying to make it as clear as I can.
Perfect. See? Both feel natural, positive. Now, here's another little idea. Sometimes it's nice to sort of mirror the kindness.
Mirror the kindness? What do you mean?
Well, if someone gives you a compliment and it feels natural in the moment, it's totally fine to offer one back. But don't force it. Avoid that automatic you too if it doesn't fit.
Ah, I see. So if someone says nice shirt, instead of just thanks you too, maybe I could say, oh, thanks, I just got it actually. Hey, I love your scarf. That color is great.
Exactly. It feels more like a genuine exchange then, doesn't it? Like passing little gifts back and forth. You receive one graciously, and maybe you offer one back if it feels right. That's a nice way to put it. A little gift. Okay, so recap for receiving. Say thank you somehow, acknowledge the kindness, and maybe, if it fits, offer a genuine compliment back. You got it. Now, let's see how this might sound in a few different everyday situations.
Right. Time for some mini role plays, just to illustrate how these exchanges can flow naturally.
Listen for the words, but also try to imagine the friendly tone we've been talking about. Okay, first one. At work. Imagine two colleagues after a meeting. Okay.
As coworker one.
Yeah.
Hey, that was a really insightful point you made back there about the new marketing strategy. Gave me a lot to think about.
As coworker two. Oh, thanks. I'm glad it was useful. I've been doing a bit of reading on that lately.
As coworker one, well, it definitely showed. Thanks for sharing that.
As coworker two, no problem at all.
See? Quick, professional, but positive and clear.
Okay, next one. More social. Maybe friends at a party?
All right.
As friend one. Oh my gosh, I love your shoes. They're really cool.
As friend two. Oh, thanks. Glad you like them. They're surprisingly comfy, actually.
As friend one. They look it. Where did you find them?
As friend two. Just a little shop downtown. Hey, speaking of style, you always look great. That necklace is beautiful.
As friend one. Oh, thank you. This old thing. Had it for ages.
More casual there, maybe a bit more back and forth with the compliments. And the return compliment felt natural.
Okay, one more. How about an online language exchange? After a practice session.
Good one. As language partner one. Hey, I noticed your fluency was much better today. You sounded really confident.
As language partner two. Wow, thank you so much. That's really, really encouraging to hear. I've been trying to focus on just speaking more.
As language partner one. Well, it's definitely paying off. Keep up the great work.
As language partner two. Thanks again for noticing. Hey, your vocabulary seems to be expanding really fast too.
So the compliments are also like positive feedback, encouragement. Very useful in learning.
Yeah, these examples just show how these exchanges can fit into different contexts. It's about noticing things, being sincere, and responding nicely.
Right. Now let's quickly cover some specific tips, just little things to help you sound even more natural, more confident when you're doing this.
Yeah, the delivery details. They matter. Okay, first one. Sounds simple, but try smiling when you give a compliment. Even if you're on the phone, people can often hear it. Adds instant warmth. It really does. Try saying, that's a lovely scarf, with a smile, then without. Big difference.
And related to that, use a friendly, genuine tone. Avoid sounding flat, bored, or like overly dramatic. Just natural warmth.
And if you're face-to-face, natural eye contact helps too. Shows you're engaged and sincere.
Also, keep the compliments fairly simple. You don't need elaborate sentences. Short, sweet, heartfelt often works best.
Yeah, like I really appreciate your help, or that was really thoughtful of you. Simple, direct, effective.
And finally, practice. Actually say some compliments out loud when you're alone. Get used to the sound of them.
It might feel a bit weird at first, yeah.
Maybe, but it builds muscle memory, builds confidence. So when you do it for real, it feels more natural.
It's like rehearsing anything, isn't it? Makes it smoother. So, quick recap of tips. Smile, friendly tone, eye contact in person, keep it simple, and practice. Buying it. Now, what about things to maybe avoid? Common mistakes or pitfalls?
Yes. Good intentions can sometimes go wrong with compliments. Okay, first one. Maybe avoid getting too personal too quickly, especially with someone you've just met. Right. Complimenting something like you have beautiful eyes right off the bat might feel a bit intense.
Yeah, a bit much, maybe. Stick to safer ground, like I like your style, or just, it's nice to meet you.
Also, be careful not to overcompliment. Showering someone with praise constantly can actually make it sound less sincere.
Like you're trying too hard, maybe? Yeah. It's like adding salt to food a little enhances it, too much ruins it. Offer them thoughtfully. Another tricky one, making comparisons. Saying something like, wow, you're so much better at English than the other people in our class. Ooh, yeah, awkward. It puts the person on the spot and might sound negative about others.
Exactly. Just focus on the person. You're doing great with your English is fine on its own. And we mentioned this for responding, but worth saying again. Try not to argue with or deny a compliment you receive. That, oh no, I'm terrible thing. Just accept it graciously. A simple thank you works wonders. And maybe the biggest one, just be genuine. Don't give compliments you don't mean just because you feel you should.
Yeah, sincerity is key. If you don't have anything genuine to say, it's probably better to just not say anything than to force it.
Right.
So avoid being too personal too soon, overdoing it, making comparisons, denying compliments you receive, and being insincere. Keep those in mind, and you should be navigating compliments pretty smoothly.
Okay, how about a little interactive practice now? We can guide listeners through actually saying some of these phrases.
Good idea. If you're somewhere you can speak out loud, definitely join in.
All right, let's start with giving compliments. I'll say a phrase, pause, and you repeat it, trying to use a warm, positive tone. Ready?
Let's go. You have a great smile. Pause. I really enjoyed your story. Pause. That was a very helpful explanation. Pause. I love your positive attitude. Pause. You're doing a fantastic job learning English. Pause.
Nice. Okay, now let's practice responding. I'll give you a compliment, and during the pause, you try responding naturally with one of the phrases we discussed.
Ready.
That sure looks great on you. Pause. Okay, next one. You handled that situation really well. Okay, next one. Pause. Your pronunciation is getting so clear.
Pause. You're such a kind and thoughtful person. Pause. And one more. That was a brilliant idea. And one more. Pause. Great work, everyone. Remember, the more you practice these, even just saying them out loud, the easier and more natural they'll feel.
Absolutely. And feel free to rewind this bit and practice again if you want more reps. It really does help build that comfort level.
Okay, nearly time to wrap up. We'll just do a super quick recap and leave you with a little challenge for the real world.
Stay with us for one more minute.
All right, so wrapping things up for today, we've talked about why compliments matter in English, looking at how to give them effectively.
Covering appearance, skills, personality, and importantly, that tone and delivery.
Right. And then how to respond naturally and gracefully, moving past that potential awkwardness.
We shared some tips for sounding confident, things to avoid doing, and hopefully that practice helped too.
So here's your challenge if you choose to accept it. Today, try to give just one genuine compliment in English to someone. Anyone. Could be small, could be big, just something sincere. And bonus challenge, if you receive a compliment today, practice just saying thank you and accepting it with a smile. Remember, these little interactions, these positive words, they really do add up. They build bridges in conversation, make people feel good, and boost your confidence too.
They're genuinely powerful little tools. So go on, give it a try. Offer a kind word, accept one graciously. See how it feels.
Thanks so much for tuning in to the Daily English Talk podcast today. We really hope this was useful.
Yeah, hope it helped. If you found it valuable, maybe share it with a friend who's also learning English. We'd appreciate that.
Until next time, keep listening, keep practicing, and keep having those great English conversations.
Bye, Franisa.
Take care.